You know, it's safe to say that Marvel is quite the tenacious company, but calling them tenacious will be more of an understatement at this point. Marvel, or specifically the Russo brothers, have teased the idea of coming up with a Secret Wars movie for a Phase 4 possibility. Doesn't sound crazy enough to me anymore because we're getting Avengers Infinity War coming out soon. So at this point, Marvel is just unstoppable and they can come out with any movie they want, and it is sure to be a huge cash cow. More right after the intro. Hey everyone, welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And I've got some more news for you. This is going beyond the scope of Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. We'll just call it that for now. But this is really like looking forward into the future, what I have for you today. So if you haven't figured it out by now, the Russo brothers are directing the Avengers Infinity War movies. But while on that, we got some more insight on the Russo brothers because they've been like the center of attention for like the past few months now, because Infinity War is being hyped right now, right away. So we got a lot of footage coming out for them, featurettes, behind the scenes. All this promotional stuff and marketing is really happening. It's very strong, especially this month because it's coming out this month. But back to the topic at hand. I wanted to say that Russo brothers got a chance to get interviewed by a French site called Internet, if I'm pronouncing that right. And they got an interview done in which they were asked about a possibility for Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. While they may only be speculating, being entirely focused on the third and fourth Avengers films, they teased the possibility of a Secret Wars saga on the big screen that incorporates elements like Fantastic Four, X-Men, and many of the other Fox characters that are missing, and it's just going to be gargantuan, like the biggest Avengers / Marvel movie ever made at this point. And we got a quote from one of the Russo brothers, and he said, "We'll say that if that Fox deal goes through with Disney, there's a lot more characters to work with all of a sudden," said Joe Russo. "It would be interesting to do something like Secret Wars." At this point, with superhero movies being like the biggest blockbuster and money-making cash cow thing ever, it's not so far-fetched to say that a Secret Wars movies is in the horizon, and it could be happening very soon, sooner than we expected. Because let's face it, what else is there after Infinity War? That storyline is very popular in the comics. And then Secret Wars is one of the other most popular, huge crossover events in Marvel comic books. That seems like the ideal next step to take after you've established some movies into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Phase 4. So you do a few and then introduce a crossover event like Secret Wars. I think it's a fantastic idea. And for those of you who are not familiar with Marvel Superhero Secret Wars comic books, it was an event that was published from 1984 to 1985 in which Marvel Comics decided to cross over all of their major heroes and villains, including the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. It focused on a cosmic entity called the Beyonder, who teleports characters against their will to a planet called Battleworld, and on which said characters do battle, of course. One major outcome of the series was the introduction of Spider-Man's black symbiote suit, which eventually morphed into Venom. Originally created as a tie-in with the Mattel toy line, the series proved so popular that the editor and writer Jim Shooter returned to pen a sequel titled Secret Wars 2 the next year. A 9-issue comic miniseries from 2015 titled Secret Wars was written by Jonathan Hickman and revisited the original Secret Wars while incorporating newer elements and alternate timelines of the Marvel Comics universe. So a Secret Wars film provides a great opportunity to introduce new characters like the X-Men and Fantastic Four. It's the perfect opportunity to create this crossover event to finally establish those characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe continuity. I think that's the best way to introduce them. So it doesn't sound too far-fetched. A Secret Wars can happen. Within a few movies in Phase 4, by then we will have an even bigger universe, even bigger than what it is right now with Infinity War coming out. So I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think Secret Wars needs to be handled very carefully and written really carefully, because the original comic series is just gargantuan. It's a blast. You got to read it. It's even better than Infinity War. I'll say it that much, because Infinity War comics, believe it or not, didn't do as well as you people might have thought. So if you get a chance, go ahead and read Infinity War. It's a nice fun story, but it's not as exciting as Secret Wars. Plus, that creates another perfect opportunity to introduce Venom and cross him over into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Spider-Man gets his black suit, he comes back into his own movie, then we get a Venom character introduced in one of the Spider-Man movies. So what do you guys think? You think a Secret Wars is the next big crossover event that should happen in Marvel Phase 4? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget I still have my Infinity War giveaway going on. I will announce the winner tomorrow. Really excited about that, and one lucky winner will receive a $20 gift card, a copy of the original Infinity War comic book series, and the original Infinity Gauntlet comic book issues. So once again guys, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.